Hello everyone and welcome back. As you can see, the setup today is a bit different, a little bit fancy from what you're used to, but again, don't pay attention to that. While the outside environment is a bit different, what you're not used to, the content is still the same, and I want to bring you value. And today the topic that we're going to talk about is really developing a mindfulness practice or also a spiritual practice, depends on the depth that you're working through. For anyone out there who is working on this process, I wanted to give you a key tip or a key secret that I feel that is missing in people's practice that can actually take you a bit deeper into your training. So this is something that I feel that many people are not taking into account, and with this one small shift, it can change your whole practice. So I hope it's helpful. So to begin, we need to go back to the basics of what is a human being. And a human being in simplistic terms really is just comprised of two parts. And that's the body, just the physical body that you see, you're used to, and the mind, which is our inner world, our spiritual world. And with these two components, we know instinctually that we need to get it into its most tip-top shape and also in a healthy state. So the physical body, we need to take care of that. Also the mind, we need to take care of that as well. I think many people out there do their best with the information that they have to get themselves as healthy and as happy as possible. Some people struggle because they may not be doing it properly or be getting the most benefit out of it, and other people seem to have better results. So for me, I wanted to illustrate this, and hopefully this tip will be helpful for your life. To start off, I wanted to share a story. And I share this simply because these are the mistakes that I made, and hopefully through my experience, you can save yourself that time in developing yourself both physically and with the mind. And the analogy that I can use that may be easy to understand is, let's start with the physical body, and that is just with working out. So prior to monkhood, for me as a layperson, I was at that time living in San Diego, California, and then moved to Malibu, California. But in this time, for me, I was trying to get my body healthy. So in order to develop this healthy body, at that time for me, I didn't have any background in nutrition or exercise, but I just did the best I could. And the first thing, of course, that I would do is just go online. Try to find an exercise plan, print it out, and just start working out. And that's what I did. And I didn't know much, but really with the persistence, with the drive and the effort, for me, I just wanted to reach that goal. So of course, I would utilize that workout plan. I would go into the gym, just get very excited, making progress, drinking my protein shake, the things that they told me to do. And I think at that time, maybe was working out 5 days a week, sometimes even 6 days a week with cardio on the side. But that for me was how I knew to take care of the physical body. And then I was making progress very quick in the beginning. And then slowly it started to plateau. And I just couldn't understand what was happening. How come I'm not getting the kind of progress that I was expecting or wanting? Then, with this issue, I decided, let me get some professional support. I met with this trainer, and of course, he diagnosed what I was doing, see what was working well, and then also what was missing. And from this consultation, we learned that I was doing a great job with my exercise, but then there was one key part that was missing. And that missing part was I wasn't doing the foundation. So while I was doing good with the actual being in the gym and doing the workout, he said there's the foundation that you're lacking. And that really is the basics of just, you need to eat right. You need to sleep enough. You need to drink enough water and also get enough rest. And the saying that the trainer was telling me that is popular in the fitness industry is that abs are made in the kitchen. So while you want to make a lot of progress and just working out, that's not enough, because what you do outside of the gym matters too, and at times it's even more important than the exercise itself. And for me, this information was a game changer. I thought I was doing what I thought was right, and I missed the foundation of it. So while there are many different workout plans out there, at the end of the day, they all require a foundation. And the foundation is really to take care of the things outside the gym, such as getting enough rest, getting enough water, getting proper nutrition, food to nurture your body. And the reason why I share this is because it's the same thing when it comes to developing the mind. And many people out there are now understanding the importance of mindfulness, of meditation, and for those wanting to go even further, they want to develop a spiritual practice. So now they're training themselves. Many of you out there are actually now practicing, being more aware in your daily life, actually sitting down and doing daily meditations, using applications, and that's all wonderful. So we support that, whether it's individually, with your organizations at work, but now the trend is coming and people are realizing how imperative it is and how helpful it is. However, just like the analogy of working out, we're missing one key foundation, and the foundation really is with precepts and morality. So while many people then take the time, they close their eyes, they either walk or they sit, to slow the mind down, to get still, and they feel good in that moment. However, when they leave, then they struggle a bit. And why? Well, because we're missing the morality piece. And this morality piece is through the lens of Buddhism. We have 5 precepts. Again, that's no killing, no stealing, no sexual misconduct, no false speech or malicious speech, and then also no intoxicants. For those who want to train their mind even more for meditation, they have 8 precepts. For novices, the young boys that are practicing themselves in the monastery, and they hold 10 precepts. And then for the monks, we subscribe to 227 precepts, and this is the foundation of our work. So in my opinion, this is the key missing piece of why people may not progress as much as they can, again, regarding mindfulness, meditation, and also their spiritual practice. So take the example of someone who engages in stealing. They take property that does not belong to them. So when they come into the meditation practice, already, where is their mind? And their mind is, you already have worry. Worry that maybe someone will discover that you took their things. Maybe someone will blame you and get mad. Maybe guilt will even arise. And inside, when you're trying to train your mind to be bright, you just have this uncomfortable feeling, this anxious feeling. So instead of then going fully right into your practice, right there, you just got stuck and you're spending time trying to figure this part out, and it taints your mind and it slows you down. Another example is just with drinking. Again, I need to make it clear not to judge the lifestyle. You can figure that out for yourself, but really is by doing these type of actions, it has consequences. And regarding the mind, it just naturally darkens it, it naturally clouds it. And it's interesting that the goal for people is then to be happy, to have peace, to develop and connect back to the pure mind. And the mind is already luminous. That means it's bright, it's free, it's expansive, and it's clear, and it can see things as a whole. So when we do these kind of action, then it dulls the mind, and it adds a layer of filter, and then as a result, you don't see things as clearly. And in Buddhism, what we're trying to do, and the mind training, is to really see things as they are. See yourself as you are, see other people as you are, and see the situation as it is. Why do people experience so much suffering? It's really this, because when we have problems, we can't even see it properly. We can't see ourselves, we can't see others, and we can't see the situations because, again, so many things are tainting it from our emotions and feelings and anxiety, so it gets in the way. But while it's an amazing thing that you're taking up mindfulness and meditation and exploring yourself, just know, like the working out, you can work out all day long, you can have a good routine, but at the end of the day, what supports it is eating healthy. You need your vegetables, you need water, you need enough sleep, you need enough rest. Again, is this judgment on your life? No, it's just how it is. And this is the key, crucial point if you're taking care of the physical body, that you need these aspects. And the same thing with the mind. So we can train, we can sit a lot, but again, if we do not practice the foundation of no killing, no stealing, no sexual misconduct, no false speech, and also no intoxicants, already you're introducing a lot of things that will interfere. By not holding the morality, then it bleeds into your mind. This worry, this fear, this sadness, this judgment, as a result of those things. And imagine with the drinking, then it makes you mindless. And what you're trying to do with your training is to be more mindful. So again, it's what is it that you're trying to accomplish? So then the next question is, how did we get to this point where we're not practicing fully? One is that we may not know. And just like I was sharing with you earlier, for me, when it came to working out, I just did not know there was a foundation and how to train my physical body properly, and then also with the mind. And you may not know the training, so when you don't know the training, you just may not know the steps that are involved. And again, with the Buddhist lens, what the Buddha was expert with really was to train one's mind and one's perception. And what he did was to lay out a formula for us. To train one's mind, it comes back to the foundation, which is the morality, holding the precepts. Again, 5 precepts, 8 precepts, 10 precepts, and for monks, 227 precepts to train the mind. This morality piece helps to support your meditation practice. With the meditation practice, you can see reality as it is. Then you can develop wisdom. This is the third part. Then use this wisdom again to apply into your life. Integrate it, practice it, use the know-how, and then keep refining your life and keep upgrading and keep getting better. This is how it works, and this is the refinement process. Each day, just diligently practice over and over and over again. The bad that you've been doing, get rid of that. It's okay. Now do more good, and then again, purify the mind so you can develop that wisdom. Another issue why we are at this point is some people do know this system. It's been laid out for 2,500, 600 years now, but people want to pick and choose. And this effect I call the fast food takeout express. And to illustrate this point, I'll just share a story, an analogy. And for me, back home, my very first job in the lay life, I think I was 16 years old. I was working at the mall. Of course, that's where most of us work. But at that time, I was so excited because I was working at a fast food Chinese takeout restaurant. Many people would come in and they have an array of options to choose from. When they first come in, we start out with, do you want to eat here or do you want takeout? Okay, you want takeout. And then the next question we ask them is, what kind of rice or noodle do you want? And they have many choices. For the rice, it's, do you want fried rice? Do you want white rice? Or do you want brown rice? And at that time, it was a new thing where people wanted to even be more healthy. So they introduced brown rice. Then we go into, do you want chow mein or lo mein? So more options. Then after that, they get to decide on their entree. And many people will pick kung pao chicken. They will want teriyaki chicken. Okay, teriyaki chicken, sure, no big deal. Do you want sauce on the side? Do you want it to go? Do you want it in a container? So again, they have all these options. Do you want soup or do you want vegetables? But this is, for me, a good illustration because we're used to picking and choosing. Even when we go to a coffee shop, we can get whipped cream, we can get less sugar, we can get 30% sugar, but we have a lot of choices. And what people try to do is, because this convenience culture, then we apply it to how we want to do our training. So I want to train my mind, but I want to live any kind of lifestyle I want to live. I still want to party. I still want to do immoral things. I still want to engage in any kind of activity I want to. I want to be able to say anything I want to, but yet I want to be very mindful and at peace. So then with this threefold training system, I'm just gonna pick the middle one, and I'm just gonna do sitting meditation. And again, you can, and it's great, and I completely encourage that because it's better than nothing. But why I'm introducing this is because while picking and choosing, it's amazing when you're eating like a takeout food or getting a coffee, but it does not work with training one's mind. You need to get the best result to use the full package system, just like the workout plan, but do the full thing. Hold the precepts as best as you can because it supports your meditation practice. The meditation practice will help you cultivate the wisdom. And this wisdom is so critical and key because this is the secret for you to fix your life. To actually see your problem, to see your patterns, to see your behavior, to see what's not working and where you can improve. But this is the well that is inside of you and you can have access to. But when you do not do the full, complete system, again, I'm just gonna go to the gym, but I can eat what I want and no sleep. Engage in any kind of activity, sure, but you will not get the results that you want. So even in monkhood, this is not an option for us because we want to train our mind fully. I can't say, oh, I'm just gonna go to the forest, be a monk, and just focus on meditation. No. Because there's 227 rules that was designed for us to follow to insulate us, to support our success in meditation, and again, to develop the wisdom so we can use that in ourselves. And I share this because I just wanted to give you a framework. And it depends on where you are in your process and how serious you want to take this training. If you just want to be a little bit more mindful, to have less stress, then great. Then do what you can. And if you want to take your training seriously, then this is also the formula that you can apply to. But it comes back to you. It comes back to what your goals are, but I just wanted to share this. So anytime that you're ready to train your mind, just take this into account and continue to practice yourself. And I need to, I know I say it over and over again, as a disclaimer, not to judge your life, but simply to lay it out, just the cause and effect. And this is the model because when we are training, whether it's the physical body or with the mind, we need the foundation as well. And the more you can adopt this full package, then becomes a lifestyle and it's more sustainable. So hopefully these stories, these tips are helpful for you and you can incorporate into your life. So as always, all the way from Thailand with my fancy background this time. I just wanted to say thank you, and really for taking this time to engage and listen. It's wonderful to meet each other on a weekly basis. So please stay safe out there and take care. Hope you enjoy. Thank you.